Good evening, everyone. Welcome along. It's Thursday, the 22nd of January. Thank you, as always, for joining me for a slightly different. Well, it's not different. It's still the same quiz. It's still all the usual chaos you get. Probably even more so this evening, because for you guys anyway, because I'm recording this at 5 o'clock in the morning because my insomnia has kicked back up again. And I thought, rather than tossing and turning, let's go and record a quiz. Welcome to my world. But yeah, so obviously not live. I'm not physically with you in the chair. However, it is done in exactly the same way. It is recorded as live. So now I've pushed the button. Now the recording is off and running. There's no editing. There's no chopping and changing of anything later on. What you see is what happens in the next hour, is what happened as I record it. So yeah, nothing changes at all in that regard. I think, in fact, the only thing you will miss tonight is where I've been calling out a lot more of the scores and stuff, opening the YouTube live chat in the breaks. Excuse me, opening the live chat in the breaks, and sort of at the end of each part, and then calling out your scores and stuff like that, and giving you all shout outs and what have you with that. Unfortunately, that will not be able to take place this evening because my crystal ball is currently being serviced. But anyway, on that note, it's a very short intro because it is a pre-recorded quiz, so let's get on with that itself. Welcome along, everyone. It's Thursday, the 22nd of January. As always, thank you very much for joining in this evening whilst I'm away on a secret mission. More to be revealed, I am sure, at some point later on this year. But for now, let's get you a quiz. Round one is where we start, as always. And tonight it is art and literature. And there are a lot of pictures actually in your art and literature round. So I'm going to drop myself out now, because it'll make it easier for me to stop chopping and changing, and I will reappear on screen at some point between now and the start of round two. So here we go. Here's your first one. Who painted this? So who painted this for number one? Number two, name the Mr. Men character. Let's name the Mr. Men character for number two. And number three, who created this sculpture? You have no idea how long it took me going through Google trying to find this kind of angle. If you know what the sculpture is, you'll know what I'm trying to hide. That's actually a good point. There's another picture coming along in a little while, which I also wanted to... I don't know whether I needed to. It would probably just have raised a few little giggles, but because it's not live, I'm not here to control it, so... I erred on the side of caution, which I probably shouldn't have done. But anyway, number four, in which Shakespeare play has the lines, "Is this a dagger which I see before me? And fair is foul, and foul is fair." So in which Shakespeare play has the lines, "Is this a dagger which I see before me? And fair is foul, and foul is fair." Number five, here it is. Number five, what is the name of this painting? So I mean, I probably didn't need to censor in the way that I have done. But like I said, if it was a live quiz, I probably would have rolled with the full feature-length versions of both. However, with it being pre-recorded and me not being able to get to the comments or anything until sort of probably Friday morning, because as you're watching this, I'm traveling back from London. So yeah, so I just didn't want to take a chance. And I know there's going to be some of you who are a bit disappointed that I've cropped them, and I do apologise, but please just sort of understand I'm not physically here tonight to allay any of the comments that will no doubt have been incoming. I'll take the others instead. Number six, complete the name of the 1930 oil painting by Grant Wood. It's called American What? Let's complete the name of the 1930 oil painting by Grant Wood. It's called American What? Oh, that reminds me. I need to open up my Word document for... Number seven, which brand of soup features in the paintings by Andy Warhol? So which brand of soup features in the paintings by Andy Warhol? Number 8, who wrote the Lord of the Rings series of books? So who wrote the Lord of the Rings series of books? Number 9, which of these was not written by one of the Bronte sisters? Was it Emma, Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, or Sense and Sensibility? So which of these was not written by one of the Bronte sisters? Emma, Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, or Sense and Sensibility? There's a picture. I'll hold off, put myself back on yet. I'm not sure. Picture might. I think I've got. I can't remember. I set this up a few days ago. I'd like to say I've slept since, but I haven't. Number 10, 7 Troop, Bravo 20, and Crisis 4 are books written by which former SAS member? So 7 Troop, Bravo 20, and Crisis 4 are books written by which former SAS member? Bring myself back on screen. There is a picture or two coming up, but it's not as much as there was there. So round 2 entertainment then for you this evening, starting with this for number 1. The Lost World, Fallen Kingdom, Dominion, and Rebirth are all films that fall into which franchise? So The Lost World, Fallen Kingdom, Dominion, and Rebirth are all films that fall into which franchise? Number 2, what is the name of the NBC's late night live sketch comedy show that traditionally starts with the line, live from New York, it's what? Because it's the name of the TV show. They've tried it here in the UK, but they really should do a version of this in the UK. I love watching this because it is brilliantly awful. And yeah, but yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. Needs to be a UK version. That's what I'm trying to say. I know they've tried it before. Need to try it again. Number 3, which singer's first UK number 1 single was Just Dance in 2008? So which singer's first UK number 1 single was Just Dance in 2008? Number 4, name the film franchise from this. I'm calling it now. Okay, I don't know why I'm pointing. I'm like, angry man. I'm calling it now. Patreon Discord server. Someone, I'm not going to name names, but someone is going to have written in there the Smurfs. Guarantee it. I know how they think. Number 5, which TV series revolved around the Dunphy, Pritchett, and Tucker Pritchett families? Which TV series revolved around the Dunphy, Pritchett even, and Tucker Pritchett families? Number 6, which group was made up with Dave Rowntree, Graham Coxon, Alex James, and Damon Albarn? So which group was made up of Dave Rowntree, Graham Coxon, Alex James, and Damon Albarn? Number 7, name the film franchise from this. I've not watched this for many years. I might go back and watch these at some point. Got a long list of films I need to catch up on, so I might have to join the back of the queue. But these were really forward-thinking films. Number 8, which TV game show had rounds such as Express Sweep, Scanogram, and Round Robin? So which TV game show had rounds such as Express Sweep, Scanogram, and Round Robin? Oh, what's up with my mic tonight? It's the level, I think the level's right, but it's like up and down like a yo-yo when I'm talking. Number 9, Venus, Cruel Summer, and Love in the First Degree were hits for which female pop group? So Venus, Cruel Summer, and Love in the First Degree were hits for which female pop group? And finally, number 10, which musical had songs For the First Time in Forever and Let It Go? Now, I tend to write my quizzes sort of 2 to 3 weeks minimum in advance, all over my Instagram over the last couple of days. And I really should, if I've thought about it, I'd have changed one of the questions out, but I'd already locked it all in. It's 20 years since the High School Musical was first released. Now, I'm 43. So I would have been 23, and I quite enjoyed the films back then. So I don't know what that says about me really from like that sort of age, but 20 years since High School Musical was first released. That's insane. Where's the time gone? That's not a clue to that, by the way, obviously. That would have been a really weird sort of tangent that I've gone on to give you the answer. That's not the answer to that one. Round 3 is all about people for you, starting with this picture for number 1. Who is this? I don't know why I'm giggling. I am overtired. I don't know why I'm giggling. I know why I'm giggling. I took this picture from a side-by-side. Something, and yeah. Does this person look like this character? Number 2, what nationality is sprinter Usain Bolt? So what nationality is sprinter Usain Bolt? Number 3, how was astrologer Margaret Lake better known? So how was astrologer Margaret Lake better known? Number 4, which boxer had his ear bitten by Mike Tyson in 1997? So which boxer had his ear bitten by Mike Tyson in 1997? Again, I didn't realise that was so long ago. It won't change. There you go. Number 5, who is this? Who is this for number 5? Number 6, what is the surname of actress Zsa Zsa, star of films such as We're Not Married and Moulin Rouge? The original Moulin Rouge, not the jukebox musical Moulin Rouge of 2001. Ooh, that's testing my quizzing knowledge now. Let me have a look. Hold on. Oh, yeah, see. And people say I don't know what I know. Talking about 7th September 2001. Oh, that's an awful day for that film to come out. 7th of September 2001 in the UK. There was a boy. Number 7, which name is shared by a British radio and TV presenter and an American film actor synonymous with the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Which name is shared by a British radio and TV presenter and an American film actor synonymous with the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Fallen out with the Russo brothers from Marvel Cinematic Universe, giving us homework to do ahead of Doomsday. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you're not a Marvel fan, it'll make no sense. But they released 4 mini clips ahead of the Doomsday film on the 18th of December, and they've basically said that all of them have got clues in and pay attention. Setting us homework before the final exam in December. Number 8, which number King Richard was Richard the Lionheart? So which number King Richard was Richard the Lionheart? Number 9, who is this? I got very confused by this picture, by the way. I won't tell you who I thought it was, just in case you also now think the same. I'll tell you when I give you the answers. I saw it when I was writing these questions. I was looking for people basically, and I saw a picture. And I thought, oh no, it's not. And your final people question, number 10. Who was honorifically known as the Force's sweetheart during World War II? So who was honorifically... I can't pronounce that properly, but it's honor, as in, a beautiful honorifically. So, yeah. It's not in a bad way, but it sounds bad when you say it. Anyway, who was honorifically known as the Force's sweetheart during World War II? No, don't want that. That's what I want. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your first 30 questions so far this evening. How do you think you are doing? Well, you can find out in a little while's time. In the meantime, if you need a recap on any of those first 30 questions, or there's been quite a few pictures in the first part of the quiz, so you can go and head over now to my quiz hub at quizhub.co.uk, and you can scan the QR code as well. That'll take you there. When you land on the site, click on the JVQ, click on the recap menu, click on today's date, 22nd of January, and then underneath the video which will open, which is this, me talking now, hello, and hello again. Click on part 1, which is underneath the video, and then the code you need is on screen now, which is 017951. That's 017951. All those details will be up in the break as well, so don't worry if you miss it now. You've got a 5-minute break coming up, where you can see that code and you can get into the website and recap any of those first 30 questions that you have maybe missed, or want clarification on, or want to look at the pictures in more detail. However it is you choose, it is there for you to use. Ooh, I like that. However you choose, it's there for you to use. I might polish that up a little bit. That sounds quite good. Anyway, in the meantime, I'll have a think about that while I'm in my break. I'm going to take 5 minutes, and when I come back, we'll go through those first 30 answers. I shall see you very soon. Have some really jazzy music. Right, answers then coming up to your first 30 questions in a few moments' time. So make sure you've got those last ones written down. Before we go into the answers, I just wanted to talk about something I teased a couple of weeks ago, where I said that February we were going to be going on a Jay's Quiz World tour. And now I'm going to bank it. I'm going to put them away for a rainy day. With everything that's going on in the world at the moment, I don't want to be bringing reminders to, too many reminders to the quiz for people, which I think would, it's not what I've done with the quiz. I've tried to keep the outside world out of it. So I'm going to park it for a little while until, such time that the world calms down a little bit. But yeah, so instead, what I'm going to do, and I started work on it yesterday, I'm going to be bringing back for round 3, just to spice it up again a little bit. I'm going to be bringing back some of the classic rounds that we've had over the past sort of 6 years. So I'm talking things like just some of the different styles of rounds, like all the answers and numbers, first letter, last letter, crossword clues, anagrams. I can't remember what else I've written. I've written yesterday. But yeah, so I'm going to be bringing those back. From February. So yeah, round 3 will be back to spicing us up a little bit. A couple of people said, oh, it's just potluck. Well, no, because there is still an element to quizzing and logic in there and questioning and stuff. I think there was only 1 or 2 of the types of rounds that were complete potluck. But yeah, other things like, in which decade did these things happen? So you've got the range of decades to pick from, and that if you've got one left over, or if you've duplicated, one of them's wrong and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm going to bring back the classics for February. March is going to be then the 6-year anniversary celebrations. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've got a few things up my sleeve for March, including another full quiz connection round. I found another one, and I've been working hard on this. I've been trying to get it right, but there is another full quiz connection round. And this time, I am not going to tell you which quiz it is until question 10 in round 5. And that's when it'll land. And I'm hoping this time, because this I think is going to be the 4th time I've done this, because We Didn't Start the Fire twice with Billy Joel, and then the Fall Out Boy version. I've done the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think I've done. So that's 3. So this will be the 4th one. Although was Fall Out Boy a full connection round, a full quiz connection round? I can't remember. But it's even been the 3rd or 4th time I've done it. But this time I'm hoping that you won't cotton on to it until I drop you that bombshell on question number 10 and go, aha, this was a full quiz connection round. Or connection quiz even. So yeah, that's all to come over the next couple of months. I've got loads of things in the pipeline, and then if the world's calmed down, we might go on a world tour in April when the world's not as gloomy outside and people are quite happy to look at far and exotic locations. But for now, let's get back to this evening and see how you did with your first 30 questions tonight. Round 1 then was art and literature. And we will start with this for number 1. So who painted this? It was Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh. That is Starry Night. Not a very starry night out here, to be fair, but I don't know where it's cloudy. Apparently it's supposed to be Northern Lights. It's supposed to be glowing green outside, I would have thought. But anyway, number 2, name the Mr. Men. It's Mr. Happy. Yeah, I can't get my mouth up that high to do Mr. Happy. Number 3, who created this sculpture? That is David, because it is Michelangelo's David. Number 4, in which Shakespeare play has the lines, is this a dagger which I see before me, and fair is foul, and foul is fair? It is Macbeth. Number 5, what is the name of this painting? That is the Vitruvian Man, which I now can't remember who did that. Flip. Sacagawea. If you were with me last week. See, normally at this point, I'll crack on with another question. It was Da Vinci. Yeah, I thought it was. I was just doubting myself in my head. But yeah, usually at this point, someone in Discord will just correct me quite quickly with what it is while I've moved on to the next question. But I don't have that access this evening. So yeah, Vitruvian Man is the answer you needed. It was by Leonardo da Vinci, depicting a nude male figure in 2 superimposed positions within a circle and a square, illustrating the perfect proportions of the human body as described by the Roman architect Vitruvius. There you go. See, can't say this quiz isn't educational. Ish. 6. Complete the name of the 1930 oil painting by Grant Wood. It is American Gothic. Number 7. Which brand of soup features in the paintings by Andy Warhol? They are Campbell's soup cans. Number 8. Who wrote the Lord of the Rings series of books? Books even. It's J.R.R. Tolkien. Number 9. Which of these was not written by one of the Bronte sisters? It was, when it changes, Sense and Sensibility. That's Jane Eyre. I think. Of course it's Jane Eyre. Ignore me. Number 10. Andy McNab wrote 7 Troop, Bravo 20, and Crisis 4. Round 2, entertainment. Number 1, The Lost World, Fallen Kingdom, Dominion, and Rebirth are all films that fall into the Jurassic Park franchise. If you've said Jurassic World, I'm inclined to say no, because The Lost World is Jurassic Park 2. So they are in the Jurassic Park sort of universe. Fallen Kingdom and Dominion are Jurassic World, and I don't know which one Rebirth falls into. I'll leave it to your own discretion this evening. I will leave because I'm not here to referee. But yeah, Jurassic Park franchise is what they all fall under. So I'll leave it to you. If you really get into an argument, send me a message and I'll fix it. Number 2, well, maybe. Number 2, what is the name of the NBC's late night live sketch comedy show that traditionally starts with the line, "Live from New York, it's Saturday Night Live"? I'd love to present this, but I don't think I'd be allowed to based on my performances of doing live quizzes. Because I don't think I'd get through the first opening monologue. Number 3, which singer's first UK number 1 single was Just Dance in 2008? It was Lady Gaga. Number 4, name the film franchise. It's not the Smurfs. It is Avatar. Number 5, which TV series revolved around the Dunphy, Pritchett, and Tucker Pritchett families? Modern Family. I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Modern Family. Number 6, which group was made up of Dave Rowntree, Graham Coxon, Alex James, and Damon Albarn? It was Blur. Number 7, name the film franchise. That is The Matrix. Number 8, which TV game show had rounds such as Express Sweep, Scanogram, and Round Robin? It is Supermarket Sweep. Next time you're at the checkout and you hear the beep beep, think of the fun you could be having on Supermarket Sweep. Or you just do it in the shop on your own. Number 9, Venus, Cruel Summer, and Love in the First Degree were hits for which female pop group? Bananarama. You can pretend you're in Supermarket Sweep. You get around the shops a lot quicker. And number 10, which musical had songs For the First Time in Forever and Let It Go? It's Frozen. Round 3 with people. Number 1, who is this? That is Tony Blair. Sorry, there was a thing comparing him to the Grinch, which is, does this person... And you can kind of see it. Ish. But that was the picture I saw. Comparing, it was a list of like celebrities comparing him to other people, and they put Tony Blair with the Grinch, which I thought was a little bit harsh, but you can kind of see it in that picture. Number 2, what nationality is sprinter Usain Bolt? Jamaican. Number 3, how was astrologer Margaret Lake better known? Mystic Meg. Number 4, which boxer had his ear bitten by Mike Tyson in 1997? Evander Holyfield. Number 5, who is this? That is Billy Connolly. A young Billy Connolly. Number 6, what is the surname of actress Zsa Zsa, star of films such as We're Not Married and Moulin Rouge? Gabor. Zsa Zsa Gabor. Number 7, what name is shared by a British radio and TV presenter and an American film actor synonymous with the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Chris Evans. Chris Evans on Virgin? Is he on Virgin at the minute? Oh, that was really high-pitched. Yeah, I think Chris Evans is still on Virgin. And then Chris Evans, who played Captain America. Number 8, which number King Richard was Richard the Lionheart? He was Richard the First. Number 9, who is this? Stella McCartney. only half looking at it when I was looking at pictures, I originally thought that was Carol Vorderman. I hope someone agrees with me. Otherwise, I need sort of lying down on a couch somewhere. Genuinely, I thought that was Carol Vorderman when I first saw the picture. No one's agreeing with me, are they? No. Number 10. Who was honorifically known as the Force's sweetheart during World War II? It's Vera Lynn. There we go. That's your first 30 questions then this evening. How are you doing? Drop your scores into the YouTube live chat. I mean, patrons and Discord server know what they're doing. But yeah, if you're in the YouTube live chat, drop your scores in. Because I do go back in and look at the scores and stuff, especially on a pre-recorded quiz, just to see how things went. So do drop your scores into the live chat, because I can get access to the historic side of it, and I can see what was going on and how you all got on. If you were looking forward to me calling out your team name, I can kind of do something along the lines of this. Well done to, with a score of, and then just insert your own names into there and your own score. There you go. Covers everyone. It's been a while since I've done pre-recorded quizzes. I nearly messed up the Saturday pre-record a week or so ago. So when I put it on, it's been that long since I've done pre-records. I put it on, set it all up, and then went on my way. And then I got some messages on the Patreon Discord saying we can't get in. I thought, well, why can't you get in? It should just be naturally there. And it turned out that they'd moved the settings around. So muscle memory, me just clicking, not really paying attention, and it was set to members only. So if I hadn't have had a message, I wouldn't have known, and none of you would have been able to watch it until probably 9 o'clock, I think, once the actual full premiere had finished. So I'm paying more attention to what I need to be doing, is that, including a very big note in front of me that says I need to do the website. So even though by the time you watch this, the website will be there, again, last pre-record before last, I always set the website up before I, basically when I do the presentation, website, done. But I can't do that for this, because to do the website, I need the YouTube link, and to do the YouTube link, I need to pre-record the quiz. So I have to do it backwards. So I haven't done the website at the time of recording. So, but I've got a big note in front of me that says website. So I'll be straight on with that once I finish the pre-record, or once this is uploaded anyway. Anyway, right, round 4. I'm rambling, but that's because I've nothing to bounce off time-wise. So if you're bored, skip forward. Round 4 is your connections round. As always, 9 questions. Question number 10: what links the 9 answers together? Now, I have done a variation of this before. I found this on my list when I was writing this quiz, and I've done a variation of this, and I don't know why it was still on my list. It's probably one that I've just not deleted at the time I've done it. So I looked back at the previous version, because I was already halfway through writing it when it sounded familiar, and I've taken out some of the more obvious ones, and I've put some of the less obvious ones in. No, it's not Monopoly. Number 1. What D is a sudden catastrophic event causing widespread damage or loss? So what D is a sudden catastrophic event causing widespread damage or loss? Number 2. What was the name of two figures in the Bible? Oh yeah. What was the name of 2 figures in the Bible? A friend raised from the dead by Jesus, or a poor beggar in a parable? So what was the name of 2 figures in the Bible? A friend raised from the dead by Jesus, or a poor beggar in a parable? Number 3. How would a vacation be known in the UK? Something I'm sure all of us would be quite happy to have right now. Number 4. What C is to be lacking in knowledge, understanding, or awareness about something? So what C is to be lacking in knowledge, understanding, or awareness about something? Number 5, what first name is shared by actress and comedian Faye and singer-songwriter Turner? So what first name is shared by actress and comedian Faye and singer-songwriter Turner? I don't want to turn myself off anyway. Number 6, what is the name of a type of live entertainment with music, song, dance, or drama, often within an intimate or interactive atmosphere? So what is the name of a type of live entertainment with music, song, dance, or drama, often within an intimate or interactive atmosphere? I've now got something stuck in my head because I know the answer and I can't hum it, sing it, or do anything because it will give away the answer. Number 7, according to Madness, in which song does Father wears his Sunday best? Mother's tired, she needs a rest. All taking place in the middle of our street. So according to Madness, in which song does Father wears his Sunday best? Mother's tired, she needs a rest. And it's all taking place in the middle of our street. Great song now. Mind you, Madness had some cracking songs over the years. I don't know what that noise was. Number 8, what two numbers traditionally make up start again. What two numbers traditionally make up a typical workday, usually office-based? What noise my phone was making then? There's no notification. And number 9, what city is known as the Windy City? So which city is known as the Windy City? And as always, question number 10, what links the 9 answers together? I anticipate some giggling from the Patreon Discord server and saying many things about what the connection is right now. General knowledge, your final 10 this evening. Number 1, who wrote the famous 5, The Enchanted Wood and the Magic Faraway Tree? So who wrote the famous 5, The Enchanted Wood and the Magic Faraway Tree? Number 2, name the country from the flag. Number 3, race car, madame, civic, and radar are all examples of which type of word? So race car, madam, civic, and radar are all examples of which type of word? Number 4, what can either be the yellowish liquid part of the blood, A state of matter where a gas has been heated so much that atoms lose their electrons. There should be an or in the middle of that. I think I was probably going for 3 examples and realized it was too long a question. What can either be the yellowish liquid part of the blood, a state of matter where a gas has been heated so much that atoms lose their electrons? Number 5, Threadneedle Street is home to which iconic and famous bank? Number 6, which girl group launched the slogan and movement of girl power in the late 90s? Somebody will be jumping up and down with joy with that question. Number 7, what is this? Number 8, which chemical element has the symbol of He? So which chemical element has the symbol He? Number 9, how many sides does a pentagon have? So how many sides does a pentagon have? I thought somebody was pulling up outside my house at 6:15 in the morning. I'm trying to work out who it was. And number 10, which of the 7 dwarves has the longest name? So which of the 7 dwarves has the longest name? There you go. That's your final 20 questions this evening. How do you think you did? We'll find out together in a few moments' time. Same as before, head on over now to Quiz Hub if you want to recap any of those final 20 questions and pictures, etc. The code you need is on screen now, 024836, 024836. Sorry, I'm making sure that I've written, because I've got to enter this code into when I set up the website in a minute. So I'm just making sure that's the right code. 024836, 024836. Yeah, there we go. We're good. So yeah, head on over now to Quiz Hub. Probably should have done that for the first break. I'll watch it back in the recording. But yeah, head on over now to Quiz Hub if you want to recap any of those 20 questions. I will take 5 minutes out. When I come back, we'll see how you did. Back shortly. that completely caught me off guard. Right. Oh, sorry for the black screen. I was looking at something completely different and didn't realise I run me 5 minutes. Right. Answers coming up in a couple of minutes' time, so make sure you've got those last 20 answers written down and ready to go. Still to come then this week, the last JDQ of the week is tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, Friday. Yeah, last JDQ of the week is tomorrow, available here on YouTube and podcast platforms, wherever you consume your podcasts. 5 questions every single weekday for you to get stuck into. Jay's Links continues as always. It's just surpassed 100, I think. Or is it next week it's 100? I think it might be this week that it's 100. It may have already gone. But yeah, so Jay's Links continues as always every single day here on YouTube and also on Facebook Reels. I'm back live in the chair on Saturday night as well. So another 50 question quiz for you on Saturday evening. And I will be back live in the chair for next Thursday. So if you're not with me for any of those quizzes, I will be live next Thursday back here as usual with all the usual chaos. Yes. Round 4 then was your connections. Let's see how you did with your final 20. Starting then with this. Number 1. What D is a sudden catastrophic event causing widespread damage or loss? It is disaster. There is going to be a few of you, I think, who have got the connection and are probably scratching their heads as to how this fits in. I shall tell you, don't worry. Number 2. What was the name of the 2 figures in the Bible? A friend raised from the dead by Jesus or a poor beggar in a parable? It was Lazarus. Number 3, how would a vacation be known in the UK? Holiday. Number 4, what C is to be lacking in knowledge, understanding, or awareness about something? Clueless. Number 5, what first name is shared by actress and comedian Faye and singer-songwriter Turner? Tina. Number 6, what is the name of a type of live entertainment with music, song, dance, or drama, often within an intimate or interactive atmosphere? It is cabaret. That's the song I had stuck in my head. This is a cabaret. Number 7, according to Madness. Yes. In which song does Father wear his Sunday best? Mother's tired, she needs a rest. All taking place in the middle of our street, our house. Train. Trains are up. Number 8. What 2 numbers traditionally make up a typical workday, usually office based? It is 9 to 5. And number 9. What city is known as the Windy City? It is Chicago. And number 10, what links the 9 answers together? They are all musicals, and that is the full names of all the musicals. When I did this last time, you had only part names in, so things like just like Lion or Avenue or etc. So you had like half names. These are all full names of musicals. The Disaster one was a jukebox musical paying homage to 1970s disaster films. Apparently it was very good. It ran for a few years in a sort of touring sense and what have you. But yeah, so that's what Disaster was. Lazarus, I think, is the David Bowie. Holiday was based on songs from Madonna. Clueless was a musical version of the film. Tina, based on songs from Tina Turner. Cabaret, the classic. Our House was based on songs by Madness. 9 to 5, Would You Believe, was based on songs by Dolly Parton. And the other classic as well of Chicago. So well done if you got that this evening. I know why I'm giggling. Round 5, general knowledge. Number 1, who wrote the famous 5, The Enchanted Wood and the Magic Faraway Tree? It was Enid Blyton. Number 2, name the country. It is Bulgaria. Number 3, race car, madam, civic, and radar are all examples of which type of word? They are palindromes. Number 4, what can either be the yellowish liquid part of the blood or a state of matter where a gas has been heated so much that atoms lose their electrons? It is plasma. Number 5, Threadneedle Street is home to which iconic and famous bank? The Bank of England. Number 6, which girl group launched the slogan and movement of girl power in the late 90s? The Spice Girls. I'm not making that up, am I? It's the girl power. Girl power. Number 7. What is this? The kangaroo. Number 8. Which chemical element has the symbol He? It is helium. Number 9, how many sides does a pentagon have? 5. And finally, number 10, which of the 7 dwarves has the longest name? It is Bashful. There we go. Tot your scores up. How have you got on this evening? Add them to the YouTube live chat. I'll have a look at them in a minute. And in just a second, I'll give you another chance where you can have your name inserted. But your tiebreaker question then is this. The longest running West End musical, Les Miserables, can be found at the Sondheim Theatre, which was previously known as the Queen's Theatre. The capacity is 1,000, and then how many, the next 3 digits. I was struggling for this because I couldn't do longest run because they're all in like the tens of thousands, and that breaks my rule of tiebreakers being between 0 and 1,000. So I wanted then to do theatre capacity, and then again, they're all over 1,000 if they're the big theatres, including one of them is 2,100. Anyway, so the capacity, what is the capacity of the Sondheim Theatre? It's 1,000. Your answer is the 3 digits that come next. I think that makes sense. While you're having a quick think about that, congratulations, and on your scores this evening, well done to, and they scored an incredible, there you go, fill your names in the blank. I'll be back doing that when I'm live, so it's fine. It's only on the pre-records that I can't do it. So then, the longest running West End musical, Les Miserables, can be found at the Sondheim Theatre, previously known as the Queen's Theatre. The capacity is 1,137. Yeah, 1,137 seats per performance for Les Miserables. There we go. That is it for your pre-recorded Thursday night entertainment. Yes, so I'll be back live in the chair with you next Thursday. And for the foreseeable future, there is nothing planned in for a Thursday or a Saturday, unless anything comes in last minute. But at the moment, I'm running all the way through till, at the very least, the end of March. I've no plans for my birthday, even that falls on a Thursday this year. So, at the moment, we've got a full suite of live programming, unless, like I say, anything drops into the diary in the meantime. But for now, do drop your scores into the YouTube live chat. Let me know how you got on this evening. I'll have a look at those when I'm back home on Friday morning from my very, very secret mission. Yes, Sarah and I are on our way to London for a secret mission. It's great because Sarah doesn't normally get to come to any of these secret missions, so Sarah's coming with us on this secret mission. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to tell you more about it. It won't be in the near future, but I'll be able to tell you more about it later on this year. As always, you guys will know when I'm allowed to talk about it. My lips are currently sealed, and I am being so good about this. Like when the book was coming out, wrong side. When the book was coming out, I was dropping hints left, right, and centre, and I can't do that with this because I need to keep it quiet. So it's a really big surprise. And I'm not good at keeping secrets because I'm useless at it, and I end up dropping hints left, right, and centre. And I can't do it with this. So, yeah. When I can tell you, I'll be able to take the shackles off and let you know. Yes. In the meantime, thank you as always for joining me this evening. And as another train goes rumbling by, the world is waking up around me. Right, I'm off. I will be back then Saturday night with 50 questions. If not, I'll see you back here next Thursday night. As always for me then, I'll see you soon. Take care and stay safe.